All right, we're back. We are going to take a look at this guy right now. I think I almost want to put this away and just look at my piece for a second, and see what I want to do with it. So I'm going to put this away. Goodbye, source material. And I'm actually going to take my tape off of this one so I can really, really look at it. And I think what I want to do is add in like 2 seconds of ink and maybe the littlest bit of white gel pen. So I do want to show you that I off camera added a tiny bit of white gel pen onto this guy, so that I just dropped a little bit into here and a little bit on that light post. And I feel like a little bit goes a long way and I'm pretty happy with it. This is the piece I'm happiest with right now. And so I'm starting to make it precious, which means that I know that I'm not gonna make good decisions. As soon as you start making things like very precious and perfect and that you really don't want to mess them up, if you've said that out loud to yourself, I don't want to mess this up, then you probably need to shake it loose a little bit because you can't mess it up. It's practice, right? We're not messing anything up here. It's watercolor. We're learning how to make drawings. There's really nothing that we can mess up in this current situation. So I'm really happy with the way that the light is falling onto here. I'm really happy with the way that this looks nice and deep down here, that there's real things happening down there. I like the way that this dried in the window here. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm not going to touch any of this. And I'm just going to come right down this strip right here and into my sign and put some little tiny pen details. So let's do right along here. So I'm just going to take like a little bit of pen. Again, I'm using the Sharpie gel pen right now, which is not the best gel pen in the world and it's not the worst gel pen in the world. And I'm really just giving it a try because they are extremely affordable, and something like Sharpie has the ability to make a lot of one thing and then therefore sell it at a reasonable price. So if this is doing just as good of a job as a gel pen that is $3 a piece, and this one is more like $10 for five, right? I guess that's just a $2 benefit. I don't know. I'm really just trying it out as a new medium because I have not used it very much. I only used it on a couple of pieces and I'm still just getting a feel for it, feeling how it hits the watercolor, how it leaves a mark. Don't feel strange about using really basic, what you would not consider art supplies, like I'll use a ballpoint pen over the top of a watercolor. There's nothing wrong with that. If it makes a mark and you like the mark it makes and you want to use it, I say go for it. Okay, I'm just making that a little bit darker over here. I'm gonna make these, I'm gonna outline some of this stuff in the black just to make it come forward a little bit more, give it some nice contrast. Remember that once you add black into a piece, like with ink, that you're changing the value scale, because before it was only at about like, I don't know, 90% being the darkest. And now I'm at like a full 100 with the use of this black. I am gonna follow the line I made with the watercolor on this, even if it's not perfect. Ooh, and I think I might also draw in these anchors that are right here that hold this giant sign. These are the lights out here. Oh yeah, okay. I love the idea of bringing some line work into this sign and into the archway here. Maybe you can make a couple little marks. They're like little rainbows sitting on top of each other. There we go. And this comes back in. And in here, I've got this great circle inside of a triangle, and I'm just gonna outline what I already have because I love the way that it dried. So I know that there's a bunch of red in this window and that there's some really amazing reflections in it. But I'm not gonna spend too much time on that. And over here, less pen work is the place to start. Don't go full blown into an area just filling it, filling it, filling it, because then you don't leave yourself any space to add any more later on. So, it's just like cutting fabric, right? You can always cut more fabric off. You can't add fabric usually. I mean, we all know how sewing machines work, but you understand, what I'm saying here is that if you start with less pen work to begin with, and then you allow yourself the opportunity to add a little bit more in if it needs it, that you will be in a better place than if you just go absolutely crazy with your pen work to begin with. I see I've completely forgotten a window here, which is strange. Sometimes apparently you forget a window. Okay, what about over here? Just a little bit into this lady, a little bit on the side, a little bit on the side, a little turret down the side here, and I'm just gonna scribble along there. Okay, what else do I want to add in? The sign. There's this really nice line here, and then I'm just gonna come down into here the littlest bit and kind of outline what I see. And I'm not gonna do too much. Let's see here. Should we do a little O, little R, little T, little H, little E? You can tell how much concentration this takes for me because I had to stop talking. That's when you know. That's when you know it's taking so much out of me, is that I have to stop talking. Okay, and then that sign ends right about here. And then you can have a little bit of tree right up through here. Okay, I think that my headphones just died. So I'm hoping that you can hear me. We will see. This is where I'm at right now. I like this. I like the way it's looking. All I'm gonna do is pick up my white gel pen and I'm gonna add a little highlight on these windows right in here and right in here as well, just a little highlight. Bring a little bit into this space, up the side, up the side. Remember, we're just kind of making this the very front of the building and giving it a little bit more importance. Bring a little bit of white into here, outline around here. I'm gonna just make a quick little white against black on my sign here. There's my E, here's my U, here's my M, right along there. And then here's what's coming up here. Maybe it says volunteer opportunities, maybe it says West Side Story. Here's a little bit of signage over there. There's a good line right there, and I think we're done. I think maybe that's it. Maybe that's all that we have as far as information goes inside of this little place. Okay. I think this guy's my favorite. I'm gonna let him be. I'm not gonna mess with him anymore. The next thing would be to come back to this big one and add in another layer of information, but I need to take a little bit of a break. So that is exactly what I'm gonna do. And I'm gonna go photograph what I do have and get those posted and see how we do. See how we do. All right, I'll talk to you soon. Bye.